reason we should be looking somewhere normally out of bounds. Is that it?
Indeed.
But it's been over 300 years since I was made a sovereign. You can't seriously think I'll be able to waltz right into the place after all this time.
There's only one way to find out. If there's even a chance you can get us in, I say we give it a shot.
Shion's right. Who knows? We might even find a clue to her thorns while we're at it.
All right. It's not like we're swimming in leads, so... Beyond that wall lies a city full of Renans. The capital city where Shion and Dohalim used to live, no less. Who knows what we'll find on the other side.
What in the world?
This being Renan territory, I was prepared for a lot of things to look different. But this is a bit more than I anticipated.
The very foundations of the city have shifted. What could have caused this?
When Lenegis changed shape, it must have had an effect on the interior too.
Maybe when they sent the wedge down to Dana?
But they wouldn't move around the places where people live. These are their homes, right?
I would think the citizens themselves didn't have much say in the matter. Either way, locating the Forbidden Zone just became that much trickier.
Dohalim? Is that you?
Avakir, I'm glad to see you're well.
So it is you! But why are you here? Shouldn't you be down on Dana participating in the crown contest? And these people!
So you haven't heard what happened on Dana, then?
Heard what?
Someone you know?
An old friend.
Hey, Dohalim, don't tell me you've started keeping company with...
They're with me. More importantly, what's happened here?
I'm really not sure. We're all waiting for the Sovereign to tell us what's...
Avakir, listen to me. We're looking for the
Forbidden Zone?
Trust me. The less you know.
You're just... I wish I could help, but what with the changed topography, I can barely locate my own home, let alone the Forbidden Zone.
Very well. It looks like we'll have to find the...
Have you seen Faria yet?
No.
I see. Well, nothing much has changed with her. If anything, she's probably even more...
I can well imagine.
Why did you come back? You know it can only result in pain for you both.
I've no doubt of that.
You really are the same as ever. Fine, I understand. Just don't say I didn't warn you. And take care of yourself. Okay, Do?
So who's Faria?
Law?
If what Avakir said is true, it would seem the people of...
They seem to be just as clueless about what's...
We need more information.
While we're at it, we can ask them about the Red Woman, too.
And don't forget about finding the way to the Forbidden Zone either.
Let's leave the talking to Shion. We can't have a bunch of Danins poking their noses around.
Good idea. I think that's...
I shall...
You sure?
Being a lord...
Right. Then we'll leave it to you two. The Danins among us should probably keep our heads down.
What if people freak out?
I shall explain it away by saying I'm leading you.
What are we, dogs?
Oh, dear.
Everything will be okay now.
What could... It's just...
Your lord...
Is everything okay?
Oh, yes.
I was hoping to head this...
I suppose the sun... I daren't stay here too long, though. I was hoping to avoid it, but
You mean you know another...
Lord Dohalim Milk.
Yes.
But of course. I thought maybe...
It's worth investigating. I shall go and assess
You'd really...
our lot in life.
Oh, why...
Well, we can't...
With nobody left to run the show, I mean...
But
Only current act...
Even if the other lords were still around, I doubt they'd...
I wonder what they'd think if they were here to... Balsif, Ganabelt, Almadria, and Volron. Now that I think of it, aside from Dohalim, we know next to nothing.
Well, yeah, why to us Danins, they were...
I know.
It feels...
Yeah.
If you're that... Every lord in their household has their share of... And luckily for us, the people here are unaware of the events on Dana, which means...
Yeah!
Balsef had it in him to care about someone other than himself? Really?
It's possible. A change in position can do much to alter one's perspective.
I guess she intended to spread it throughout all of Lenegis then.
Good thing the lines were down so she couldn't.
It almost sounded like she was praising them, too.
Maybe there was more to the guy than at first glance.
I shall refrain from commenting.
What?
Ganabelt was so horrible to people. Yet he was invested in helping Rena succeed. Doesn't that seem just a little inconsistent?
I'm perhaps biased in this matter, I admit. However, in my mind, while all lords vie to become the next sovereign, they're also meant to serve as guardians of all of Rena.
It seems like Ganabelt also had people he cared about until the very end.
So why couldn't he extend that to us Danins?
This area doesn't look as badly damaged as that other district would.
Pardon me.
guess her willingness to stoop to any low came from a survival of the fittest worldview.
And some people here not only shared her belief, but championed it as morally right, too.
That doesn't make it true. Too bad they couldn't see through her.
Yeah.
Ridiculous. Okay. Ah!
It seems like the people on Lenegis don't really know much about Volron either.
I remember being quite surprised when the Lord of Ganath Harros changed so abruptly.
Didn't you have any doubts that something suspicious was going on?
On the contrary, remember, we Renans are raised to accept everything at face value.
When you think about it, the families of Renan lords must see them differently.
Yeah, despite...
They must have had a lot on their shoulders.
Renans live in a world, but their loyalty to their people is also strong.
That's what makes them the guardians of all of Rena, so to speak.
Right. It's the same reason Balsif hated my guts, and Ganabelt went after you. Because we're threats to Rena.
Guess that makes you an even bigger oddball than we...
So, Alphen, have you gained anything from all of this?
Yeah. Balsif and the others, they all had their own circumstances to deal with as they went through life.
Yeah, but still, just because they had loved ones in their lives doesn't mean...
I know. What they did was horrible. I'm not trying to dispute that. But at the same time, they weren't incomprehensible monsters either. They were individuals, so I guess...
You're saying that they weren't bad because they were Renans, or because they were terrible monsters. Even if they did terrible things, they were still just people.
Rinwell.
Am I wrong?
Not at all.
Being a Danan doesn't make you a good person. And being a Renan doesn't... I think that's something we've all seen.
Shion and Dohalim definitely make a good case for it.
And I'm going to keep doing my best to make sure I earn that trust.
Tell me, Dohalim.
There's something I just don't get.
What is it?
The crown contest itself has always gone ahead as... In which case, the current sovereign of Rena should be whoever it was that won the previous...
Yeah, that makes...
So...
Hanfrikt Milgrath, the former lord of...
So then this Han-freaked whatchamacallem.
The last I heard, yes. Though admitted...
You're saying that ever since becoming sovereign, he's...
I guess over Holocom maybe, but not in the flesh.
Now that you mention it, I don't recall anyone ever visiting Lenegis from the motherland.
And that never...
A new Renis Alma is supposedly created to coincide with it. In other words, if that's true, there should be as many of the things out there as there have been
True, but going on what we witnessed in Pelagian, but if even the victor's speeches have been part of some grand deception, then where are they?
You and me both.
With any luck, the Forbidden Zone might give us...
No use standing around here.
Doe?
Faria.
Varia? Isn't that the guy was...
But why are you here? Wait, nothing to say?
Kill?
I'm here to take care of something. If you wish to continue this conversation...
Oh, of course. You always did prefer to, but let me tell you, I haven't changed either. Not a day's gone by the past 7 years that I haven't hated you.
If killing me will bring you peace...
Don't...
First, I have business to take care of. If it's vengeance you seek, I will grant you it. But you must wait. My sins are legion. Let me finish what I came to do. Then you have my word. I will...
Sure, that's it. Run away like always. You don't even have the courage to die. No wonder you leave it to some... You're just a cat!
Dohalim.
I apologize that you had...
Is it true?
Each of us have our pasts.
Before, back in Menancia, you mentioned having taken a friend's life over the throne.
The mistakes I made there were not my first, and may not be my last. I will say no more.
Did you mean what you said? About letting her take your life if she wanted to?
She has more right to my life.
But you can't just...
Whatever happens, I have sworn to put an end to the crown contest, and to ensure continued coexistence in Menancia. I have no intention of expiring before I do so. There are far too many questions I still seek answers to. Besides, you have just as much reason to kill me as she does.
Dohalim!
Forgive me. Some things are best left unsaid.
Wow, this place is...
Yeah, it must be...
You think? Man?
It is something...
Before I went down to Dana, my friends and I, we... Avakir, Faria, and Tarnagin.
Tarnagin. He was
once my dearest, closest friend. Despite Faria's lower-class upbringing, she possesses a tremendous talent for music. Entranced by her playing, I helped her overcome her sense of inferiority. It was a time of great joy. 4 people bound only by their love of music, with no care for social standing. Only the next song, the next melody.
A friendship based on mutual respect.
I suppose it's natural you would see...
I would have. Now. Besides, it was that way of looking at the world that laid the foundations for coexistence in...
Your praise does me too great an honor, and even then, it only lasted until the crown contest began. After that, Tarnagin and I became fierce competitors for the position of Lord. Tarnagin had fallen for Faria. By becoming Lord, he aimed to wrest her from her humble origins and raise her to the highest echelons of society.
What happened?
Tarnagin was no match for me in combat. On a level playing field, he wouldn't have stood a chance. But he was desperate and low on options, and he couldn't stand the thought of defeat.
You mean he resorted to dirty tactics to try to win, right? But then why does Faria think... Wait. Don't tell me she doesn't know.
How could I tell her? Combined with the trauma of losing her beloved. And by her friend's hand, no less.
So instead you let her go on hating you. So she could use that hate as a crutch for her grief?
That's not the same as...
It is exactly the same. As for what happened after...
But if you hadn't become Lord, Menon...
Shionne's right. What other Lord would have treated me as you did? You've saved so many people. You saved me. So, try not to blame yourself.
Frank as always, but... I shall do my best to...
Do you think he'll be all right?
Yeah, I think so. He's got Kisara.
It's important to have someone like that.
I didn't realize how difficult it is just to be there for someone.
Sometimes just knowing someone's on your side can be enough. And he knows, Shionne. I promise he does.
I hope you're right. Alphen.
Yeah?
I never appreciated until recently just how much you were always there to support me.
It goes both ways. You've helped me keep going more times than I can count.
Maybe, but I still wanted to say thank you.
I see a medic and supply officer over there. If they know you're with me, they'll likely offer their assistance.
It's finished. Hopefully the...
Have you guys checked your equipment lately?
Damn it! Lenegis soldiers!
Any way we can avoid fighting them?
That all depends on them. Whatever happens, be ready.
Well, so much for them not wanting to fight.
Oh! I am Lord Dohalim of Elden Menancia. I command you.
The rest of the city must be erased.
No. Have they been brainwashed too?
Brainwashed or not. If they want to fight, they got one.
It's always too strong. Then split it open!
Be my guest. You're mine! I'm not done! Ignore!
Holy Glimmer! Holy Land! Away with the lightning!
Bloody howling! Vacuum blade! Vacuum blade!
Lightning orb!
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno! Now! To mine! Here! Megasonic Thrust! It's over! Fire support!
Here's evil! A chain between this one is mine!
Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis!
Those soldiers seem different from the citizens we've come across.
Yeah, they weren't big talkers.
They weren't in the least bit fazed by...
Indeed. They seem to and yet, traditionally, Lenegis hasn't been high on threats.
Their glazed-over eyes reminded me of the soldiers and slaves we...
I've never seen anything like that.
Maybe someone doesn't want us here.
What with the Red Woman, the Sovereign, and...
Your reflexes will not serve you well here. Can't get out of this!
No escape! Azure Storm!
Do it! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished! Now! I'm not done!
Now!
Look sharp!
Lightning Tiger Blade!
I need to be stronger.
Right, here goes!
Raging Cascade! Lunar Corruption!
Take this!
In here!
I'm not done! Azure Storm!
As if the normal creepy crawlies aren't disgusting enough.
Here!
Here, let me help.
Megasonic Thrust! No escape!
Take this!
Hear my call!
Take this! Megasonic Thrust! Here! Megasonic Thrust!
That could easily be fatal.
Just as well, I'm here to stop it.
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
I'll heal you all! A chain
You're
between
mine!
I owe you.
Burn in hell! I owe you one. Strike!
Cassie's blood! Here's your flame of fury! Hear my call! I
Catapult!
Snake is
I'm
the
not
abyssal
done!
beast.
Azure Storm!
flame of fury! Burning
Glacial Spear.
Here's evil!
Take this!
Megasonic Thrust! I owe you one.
Crescent Slash!
Explosive Ray!
Lunar Corruption!
Take this! No escape!
Lightning
Try
orb!
harder!
Here's a
Now!
energy!
Strike!
First aid!
I owe you one.
Everlasting Sun!
Azure Storm!
A chain between
You're
heaven and
mine!
earth!
Benediction light.
This one's mine! Sea of lightning!
Heal! Here I come!
No art of being interrupted.
Lunar Corruption! Lunar Blast!
Attack time! They smite with blackened blade!
Take this!
Will this help? More where that came from!
Megasonic Thrust! Look sharp!
Lightning Tiger Blade!
Remember to tell me if you need healing.
I expect... She'll be in high demand if that's the case. opponent like this should be easy.
For my lord!
Take this! Tempest! Strike! Counter storm!
Tell me, have you ever considered your purpose in life?
Bring him down!
Enter fire support!
Do it! Astral energy!
Say no more! My turn! No escape! Damn!
Bloody howling!
You're finished!
No time to escape my judgment!
I'm not done! Enter storm!
Dance in the wind!
This one's all mine!
Chain the judgment in her!
Megasonic thrust!
A whirling barrier of lightning! In here!
You're mine!
Small, but a victory nonetheless.
We have a long way yet to go. That's no ordinary enemy I see.
This one will be difficult to predict.
Now you'll learn!
Take this! Is it too late to talk over our differences?
You got spirit!
Where are you going?
Catapult! You're
Oh,
finished!
violent guardian wind!
Attack!
Now, through
Vacuum blade!
Leave the ensnaring to me.
Yeah, and the
Escape!
All yours, Kisara!
Now! Here I come! Vacuum blade!
In a bind!
Blow them away!
Illuminate the
Now!
sky!
Take this!
Holy glimmer!
It's a Megasonic thrust! Here I come! Megasonic thrust!
In here!
Enter storm!
Lunar, do it!
Shion!
This one's got your name on it!
Ashes to ashes!
Step back! This one's all law!
Those soldiers don't seem to have any qualms about attacking on sight.
Is someone...
An opponent like this should be easy.
Radiant
You're hit done! I'm not done!
confiscated!
Enter storm! Enter storm!
I think I'll pass on the handshake. Dance in the wind! Air
Take
thrust!
this!
A chain between heaven and earth!
Vacuum blade!
A wailing beauty of lightning in here!
Vacuum blade!
Break up
Down!
Here's the evil!
Vacuum blade! Try harder! Not a chance!
Illuminate the dark!
Megasonic thrust! Here!
I can do this all day!
Megasonic ignite!
Finish without a trace!
Here!
I never miss!
It's over! Enter storm!
Hold still! More where that came from! Here's a healing arm!
No further! Vacuum blade!
Illuminate the dark! Radiant glow! Confiscate!
Rending you up!
I'm out of ammo! I'm out storm!
Bloody hell!
Annihilation! Lightning raging!
Enter storm!
Here's a healing
Down!
here!
This one's all mine!
I'll be saving this one!
Denied!
Raging by the fire!
Here I come! Megasonic thrust! You're finished!
Explosion! Hear me! Flame of fury!
Take this!
Burning!
I'm not done!
Hear my call!
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Bestow thy mystic mercy!
Render!
Burn in hell!
Fairy circle!
Say! Arrow tail!
Take this!
Fury!
There!
Laser spear!
Megasonic
Evil!
thrust! Here!
Freeze!
Megasonic thrust!
Holy land!
Here I come!
Hear my call!
Do it!
Resonate
Do
with the
it!
earth!
In an instant! Impact Frost!
I felt better, that's for sure. I won't forgive you!
Take this!
Illuminate the dark! Holy glimmer!
Can't get out of this
Here
fight!
I come!
Vacuum blade!
Let the marksman. These ones can run rings around us.
I'm not done! I'm ready!
This one's got your name on it!
Action to action! My turn!
None shall escape my judgment!
Damn it! It's too fast!
Stand back. I'll trip it up.
Take this! Yours to be let free! I owe you one! Tempest engulfs you! There! Prepare to be vacuum blade!
Lightning condense!
Megasonic thrust! Burn!
Holy Land!
Tempest thrust! There!
I'm ready! All yours, Kisara!
I'm ready! Not a chance! Not a chance! Instant easy! I'm not done!
Can you take it?
I'm ready! You're quite the gunslinger.
I have to be, in this world.
Don't worry, I've got your back.
Gotta break through! Engaging!
Take this!
Take this! Vacuum blade! Here!
How are we gonna keep this up for a second?
It's on!
Can this work?
Go
One
on!
more! Mega Rain between heaven and earth! A well-manipulated lightning! Hear me! Flame us
Vacuum
down!
blade!
Do it!
In an instant! Impact block! My turn! No escape!
Illuminate the
You're
giant!
finished!
Look for
Vacuum
it!
blade!
Chain between heaven and earth!
Vacuum blade!
A wailing banshee of lightning! Free
Go on! Vacuum blade!
Blah, 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 Hear my thunder blade! Hear me! Flame us down! Burning strike! Glacial spear! Like astral raging cascade! Do it!
River!
Astral energy!
Say no more!
Don't get complacent.
Hi, Hoodle!
Here I come! I see one, eh?
Vacuum
blades!
Man, Gales takes you all now at night! Then you leave me no
In a
choice!
bind?
Now let me go! That's
Vacuum blade! Begin! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
May 1,000 gales there!
Come on! Try harder! I'm not done! You picked the wrong fight! No escape! There!
The enemy wields arc too.
You'll soon see about it!
Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
On
Chain
your
between
not
heaven
chance!
and earth!
No escape!
A wailing banshee of lightning!
Now you see what I can do!
My deal?
Hear me! Flame of fury! Burning strike!
Rising Twin!
Hear
Take
us
this!
do it!
Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
Any injuries?
Discourteous, aren't you?
No it! I owe you one! You're mine! There!
Cyan Instant!
Vacuum blade!
Leave the agile ones to me.
I'm ready! It's over!
Downfall!
In a bind?
Take this! There!
Gale Force!
Vacuum blade!
Not on my watch!
I'm not
Annihilation!
done!
ready!
Mega Ray!
All yours, Kisara! Step back! This one's all law! This must be it. The entrance to the Forbidden Zone.
But it's just a wall. How do we get through?
Whoa, we? I thought this was Sovereigns only.
Alphen.
Yes! It opened!
Interesting. If Alphen's presence still opens the way, it would seem the Sovereign of 3 centuries ago and now are considered one and the same.
What?
What the?
Alphen.
You again.
Tomorrow's the spirit channeling ceremony. We'll finally play our parts as the Sovereign and Maiden. How have you been feeling?
What am I sovereign of? Shuffled from lab to lab, always treated like an experiment. Whenever they look at me, all they see is a Dahnan. I don't even know what their precious ceremony's for, let alone what they're going to force me to do as the Sovereign. Tell me, if we're both in the same boat, why do you seem so calm right now?
No choice. Becoming the Maiden's not something I wanted for myself. But they said Rena's prosperity depended on it. How could I say no after that?
Still, as a Renan, at least you got to decide. Good for you. Meanwhile, I was taken from my homeland. You aren't the captive one here.
It isn't right what they did to you, and I'm sorry for what it's worth. When this is over, I swear I'll help you get home. I can't do this alone. One more day.
How could I say no to that? It's not like I have any choice in the matter anyway. So, what's your name?
It's Naori. Naori Imeris. Try to remember this time.
You don't act like them. Like the other Renans, I mean. How come you treat me like a person?
Because you are. It's true we come from different worlds. But neither one of us asked to be here right now. In that sense, you and I are much the same. We couldn't do this. We wouldn't be able to talk to each other as people if we didn't see the humanity in each other. So I suppose the question you should be asking is, why wouldn't I treat you like one?
You're not like the others.
Maybe they're not like me.
Here's what we'll do. We give them their damn ceremony. You get me to Dahna. That'll be the end of it. I'm taking you at your word on this. I'm trusting you, not them. Naori.
What the hell just happened?
That vision. Did everyone else see it too?
That person Alphen was speaking to. She looked exactly like Shion.
It was Naori. Naori Imeris. Isn't that right?
Yeah, that's right.
She really does look like Shion. I'm beginning to see why Alphen was so confused.
That's all very well and fine, but what did we just witness exactly? It was too real to be a mere hallucination.
It was a conversation we had 300 years ago. The night before the ceremony.
You mean all of that really happened? We just saw an episode straight out of your past?
But how is that even possible? Unless...
No, I don't...
Why not?
You guys didn't feel it? The moment the entrance opened, it was like a stream of Dahnan astral energy rushing over us.
I felt it too. And not for...
That would make sense. After all, vast amounts of Dahna's astral energy were being sucked for all we know. Perhaps we're close to the spot where all...
So you think it might have been the energy itself that was responsible?
We have no way of knowing. Maybe it's not...
Shion.
Yeah. It was all just a... So that was my ancestor, huh? It was like looking into a...
Yeah, there certainly is a resemblance.
What about you? How are you holding up?
Me?
Even putting aside the question of where that vision came from, it's likely we'll see more of reliving painful episodes from your past.
I can't just pretend like the past never happened. Besides, if it helps us uncover the truth of what that ceremony really was...
Alphen.
That's not all. This whole time, we've been fighting to free Dana from the Renans. But now that we're here, it seems those same Renans might have it just as bad. I'd like to liberate them too if I can. Which is just another reason I can't afford to shield my eyes from the truth.
Whether you're on Dana or somewhere else, you always stay the same. Your indignation and righteous passion, your desire to free and protect, they're all hardwired into you. Not that I'm complaining. Come on, let's bust this thing wide open.
Nobody's here.
Stay sharp. After that last illusion, there's no telling what could happen in here.
Faria? How— Wait. Something about her isn't right.
What's wrong with her? She doesn't even seem to know—
Yeah, you're right.
A summoning?
But that's preposterous! She never had that kind of power when—
We can talk later. Here it comes!
What? I've never known Faria to control noodles like that before.
How about with a stone that looks suspiciously like a Master Sword?
Where did we get our hands on that?
First we handle the noodles, then we get some answers.
We divine savior! And you lead on life.
Megasonic deity! Here! Shine! Radiant light! Regeneration!
A chain between heaven and earth.
Regenerate!
Recover!
You're
Away,
mine!
Danzia lightning!
Don't suffer in silence.
Megasonic thrust! Here!
On your knees. Here's a healing art sealed! First
Take
aid!
this!
So much!
Vacuum blade!
Radiant sun! Here!
Take this!
None shall escape my
You're
judgment!
finished!
Shine! Radiant light!
Air thrust!
Force of regeneration!
Here's another! Go get it! Glacial spear! Rainier cascade! Bleak cloud! I never fit free!
Stay away from my friend!
I'll bring you back from death's abyss!
Shine! Radiant light!
Radiant, here! Not the fight left in me! Here we
Take
go!
this! Now, while it's reeling!
Take it down!
Flame inside me, yours! To be let free!
Water!
It's...
Pride was my downfall.
Here's a healing art! Here
No
goes!
dawn shall break this night. Scream, bathed
By
in
the
blood.
power of
Rending
water!
you a bloody
Annihilation!
with the earth.
Thunderbolt! Chain between heaven and earth!
You're mine! There!
Awailing Danzia lightning!
Vacuum blade!
I'll face it.
Innocent deity! Vacuum blade! Megasonic thrust! Ready! Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
Here I come! It's over!
Raging
You're
lunar
mine!
storm.
Where that came from? Watch him!
Here! Megasonic thrust! It's gonna attack!
Right, watch out!
You're mine! Move it!
Lightning ether! Thunderblade!
Take this!
A chain between heaven and earth! Healing storm! A wailing
Ignite!
Danzia lightning!
Take this, Rider! Not hit! No escape! Vacuum blade!
Ice tornado! This one's energy!
You're mine! Execution! Azure storm!
Resonate with the earth. Stalagmite.
Here goes! Here's a Gemini Alpha!
Vacuum blade!
Mega ray!
Azure storm!
Go get it! Lightning condemned! Thunderblade! Big power!
Megasonic thrust!
Here we go! Chain between heaven!
Explosive ring!
By the power of water! Another
You're mine!
Mega ray! Or for the top time! Gemini Alpha!
In a bind?
A wailing energy of lightning!
Megasonic thrust! The flame inside is yours! At least it's free! Eat dirt! Take that! Tornado drive!
Couldn't be glad it in you.
Focus. There'll be time to congratulate me later.
Nothing much I can say to that.
Not selling your dreams! Raging storm! It's about to strike!
Take this! Look sharp, everyone!
Giant
Fear! Run this! It's over!
Another incantation ruined. I couldn't make it in time.
Infuse it's over!
Soul with light!
Resuscitation! Will this help? I still got... The fight left me. Healing Council! Illuminate the dark! Once more, here I come! Spread! Hear me! Where are you going?
Take this!
Lightning all raging
blade!
energy! Scion instant!
Heal! This one keeps charging us!
That's what my shield's for. Get behind me.
Shut!
Do it!
I'll leave it to you! In an instant! Impact block!
Now it's just her! Varia! Can you hear me? Varia!
She's preparing another summoning!
The art she's casting is way too powerful to control. At this rate, her body won't be able to take much more. Dohalim!
Forgive me.
Man, I thought we were goners.
Everything okay?
Yes. She's only unconscious.
Not her. I meant you.
Shion, please. Can you treat her?
I can try, but I can't promise she'll be back to her real self when she wakes up. All I can do is heal her physically.
We're not even supposed to be in here. Maybe it'd be better—
In that case...
I'll take her off your hands.
You?
Avakir, what are you doing here?
I was curious what you were up to, so I took the liberty of following you to find out. I overheard what you said about Tarnagin, about how he really died. I'm sorry, I had no idea.
And you believed me? What makes you so sure I wasn't lying?
I like to think I know you a little better than that, Dohalim. Give me some credit. I'll take Faria. Leave her with me. I know better than to ask what you're up to. But whatever it is, I hope it all works out.
Thank you.
He seems like a good friend.
He hasn't changed. He never was one to stand out. Instead, he was always hanging back, worrying about everyone else. As for Faria, it's always the closest to me who get—
You don't seriously blame yourself.
Somebody got to her, to strike back at me. Someone who knew me well enough to know that I'd hesitate to fight back. And the same goes for you as well. Neither you nor Faria would have lost loved ones.
You're wrong. As for Tarnagin, if it weren't for the crown contest, he'd still be alive. That and the whole damn hierarchy that makes— But that's why we're fighting.
Indeed.
You can't atone— I know it hurts to hear. But forgiveness, acceptance, those ships have sailed.
So I just forget the harm I—
No, the opposite, in fact. You remember. You never forget. You keep it in your heart always. And then you go on living. Not for those—
For those—
Kisara's right.
That's what living's all about. Punishing yourself—
Only fixing the—
That's right.
Don't forget, we've still—
Shion,
Huh?
thank you. You have my—
Glad to be of service.
I'm glad we could stop Varia without hurting her.
You all did much for her as well. I'm most grateful.
Oh, shucks. We're on the same team, right? Let's move on. What is it, Rinwell? Do you hear something?
Yeah, it's that voice.
The will of Dana's astral energy.
What? There's so much astral energy. But where's it all coming from? It's almost like it's alive.
That was the spirit channeling ceremony just now. No, it was more than that.
What the hell was that? It felt like everything was on the brink of... like the whole world was seconds from...
Oblivion. It's the same vision as the one my thorns show me. A vision of impenetrable darkness that swallows up us and everything else.
An empty void. A nothing so complete and dominating that there aren't even words to describe it. The end of time.
The visions of the apocalypse you've been seeing. If I'd known how bad they were,
So, everything we just saw, those were Naori's memories, right?
That's right. It was as if her innermost thoughts were speaking directly to us. At least I know they weren't mine.
That power flowing into her, it reminds me of Shionne's thorns. If they're what's responsible for all these visions she's been having, then maybe...
Maybe my thorns are made from that same astral energy?
If that is the case, we just found the missing link between your thorns and what happened here 3 centuries ago. No, more than a link. Perhaps even the very heart of the matter.
I've never felt astral energy so powerful.
If it's the same energy your thorns are made of, it must be dark astral energy, right? And isn't that something only Renans have?
Correct. Dark astral energy is possessed by Renans alone.
And when enough astral energy gathers together, it develops its own form of sentience. If so, maybe that complete oblivion is exactly what the Renan astral energy's will is wishing for. But why?
I don't know. Will can be a pretty vague thing to nail down.
But the will of Dana is made up of astral energy too, right? And if that's what's been showing us these visions... I don't know, should we really be getting so involved in that?
Dana's will would never want Oblivion!
But you can't say that for sure!
Cut it out, you two.
Let's keep moving. If it's Dana's will showing us these memories, then I'm as clueless about its motives as any one of us. But if it could lead us to the truth...
Shionne's right, and I think they may be the...
I'm sorry about what I said earlier. Come on.
Finally.
Do you think... that
いつも君